for guidance, protection, and blessings that He showered on us to be able to meet up with the mandate we made to the people. His Excellency, the Governor of Kebbi State, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, promised our people that he will do all it takes to provide security of lives and property. And that is what he is doing effectively. Now, to narrow down to your question, what happened? Well, a lot has happened. We have been able to supply necessary logistics to the security agents to carry out their job. In the process, I had to go and see, in other words, what they call militarily battlefield tour, to see how they are executing that mission and what is the logistic problem, so that I will come back and brief His Excellency for us to meet up. I had done so in Diri, Sakaba local government, where unfortunately there has been some skirmish between the Sakai and then the Bandits. Again, that is another page. Now, yesterday at Kenya, a very serious battle took place. What happened was that the bandits mixed up with the inhabitants of Kenya in such a way that it's difficult for you to say, okay, let us fight these people, because the colossal damage will be great. And so I advised the CEO that we let us pull out of the town, so that we pull them along to separate them from the inhabitants. And we did that. In the process, of course, you know, in a battle situation, there is bound to be casualty. It is in the process of disengaging them from the town to a more suitable place. That is where they were vulnerable, we were vulnerable too. And that's why both sides sustained casualties. Believe me honestly, they had more casualties than we did. From my standpoint of view, I saw the braveness, the tactics, all it takes. In fact, I must say that I dove my cap to the soldiers of 223 Tank Battalion Zulu. They exonerated themselves creditably. There were few. We had, from the gunshots, one can assess that there are about 150 or 200 bandits. And the soldiers were simply a unit of about 30-35 troops going, escorting the commanding officer, whom I joined to visit the troops, as I earlier mentioned. So you can imagine, in terms of strength, they are all overwhelmed. So because of that, it was impossible for the troops to maneuver. And again, fighting in a mixed-up area where the bandits were mixed up with the civilians, we had to be careful. But that was notwithstanding, the troops really showed their stuff. I really congratulate 223 Tank Battalion Zulu for the fantastic job they did in Kenya. We were able to disengage. They were able to disengage from the bandits, and of course thinned away to a much safer ground, and that was the end of that day, of that situation. Yes. And of course, it was after that we got to know the number of casualties And I must add that the bandits don't leave their dead behind. If they must leave the bandits behind, they'll burn them, they set them ablaze. I saw when one or two of them they were sprinkling petrol and setting their colleagues on fire, burning their motorcycles. And while they are doing that, we picked one or two of them. Again, they came and recovered those same people that were destroying the corpse of their colleagues. So, in a nutshell, that's what happened. And again, I want to reiterate the braveness, the professionalism shown by the officers of men of 223 Tank Battalion. The Chief of Army Staff should be very proud of himself having such a force. Little as they were, they did a job that 3 times their size would do. They were up against more than 100 to 200 bandits, all equipped with AKP, a relatively more heavier caliber weapon than AK-47. And yet these soldiers stood up and they matched them. Because I saw them running helter-skelter. And of course, were able to, if not because of the terrain and the nature of the area of the battle, wouldn't have gotten that number of casualties. But be it as it may, it happened. Normally in a war situation, you expect casualties like that. I want to see this opportunity to join 1,000 million fellow Nigerians to pray for the souls of those who departed. May their souls rest in peace. May the Almighty Allah give the families the fortitude to bear. And I want to seize this opportunity to also thank His Excellency, the Governor of Kebbi State, for being there, giving us all the support that we need. It's that support that he provides that I go around to make sure that they are judiciously used. And believe me, that is what is happening. The soldiers definitely will. I've been there. We are like Oliver Twist. We always ask for more. And of course, they did ask for more. And I will relay to His Excellency that our gallant troops asked for more. Let's give them more. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, may we know the number of the casualties from the government side?
No, I am not privy. I can't tell you that. It's not. It's not for me to provide that. This thing is against the ethics of our profession.
Okay, sir. What is the next line of action by the state government?
Well, I'm sure His Excellency is busy thinking of what to do. As usual, he looks after the families of the dead soldiers, give them the necessary support, adequate support, and of course, see what we can do to keep life going.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. That was a big joke. Honestly, the closest any bandit had gotten to me is the range of 600 meters or more in terms of contact militarily. I am at home, as you can see, health and healthy, alhamdulillah. There was no threat apart from, yes, I've been shot at, and that is a different thing. But for a bandit to hold me captive, that's not even in a dream. My thanks go to Allah for that. We saw them in thousands of them, but I can assure you that there was nothing close to that. There was nothing like that. As for being shot at, that has happened many times before. But for anybody like Bandit to say, I mean, that is frivolous. That's not all.
That's right. So you are calling on people to disregard that statement.
I mean, that is funny. I mean, people should not believe what others say. A lot of people nowadays want to say something that they think people would like to hear. Oh yeah, the deputy governor has been captured by bandits. My goodness, the bandits will be looking for millions. No, I am as free as a bird.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Tell anybody that.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
That's okay.